Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today's video is a pretty brutal reminder of how quickly things can spiral when violent people decide to be violent. We're gonna start in my favorite place, California. We had a multi-agency manhunt that ends in a full-blown gunfight. Helicopter overhead, officers taking rounds, and a suspect who just keeps pushing. Kinda sounds and looks like that one shooting scene from Heat. One of the best movies of all time, if not the best movie of all time, mind you. We're gonna wrap things up in Ohio with an active hostage situation involving a knife. A knife to a woman's throat, I might add. We got a door breach and a one tap that might win the award for the closest one tap we've ever seen. We're gonna discuss that little thing called height over bore because it super duper applies to this. It's gonna be one of those videos, but first, a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor for this video is Helix Sleep. Helix has been a long-time sponsor of this channel, and from personally using their mattresses for years, I gotta say, they're pretty badass. Did you know you spend a third of your life in bed, so why not settle for the best? I spent my entire young adult life in the military or being a police officer carrying around a bunch of gear on myself, which means my back and body pretty much is completely wrecked. I'm so happy I found Helix Sleep a couple of years ago, because I gotta tell you, I don't wake up feeling like crap anymore. Maybe you decided to go on your fitness journey for 2026. Taking care of your body while you sleep is just as important as taking care of your body while you're awake. That's another reason why I choose Helix Sleep. If you are considering switching to Helix Sleep, they have an awesome little sleep quiz that'll show you exactly which mattress is perfect for you. It only takes 30 seconds. 2 sleepers. First sleeper, Donut. Second sleeper, Moody. I'm old. Moody's not. What mattress are we considering? I like big ones. What position do I sleep in? Mostly side. I like firm. Wake up with back pain. Without Helix mattress, it's pretty often. Do I get hot? Every freaking night. Does Moody get hot? No, her feet are so cold, it feels like I'm going to die. I want the best. It looks like Donut and Moody's mattress match is the Helix Moonlight Elite, our most luxurious mattress designed for back and stomach sleepers who prefer a soft feel. I'll take it. See, it's that easy, takes a couple seconds, and now I know what mattress is best for me and my women. You can stay happy with the Helix guarantee, rest easy with seamless returns and exchanges. They have free shipping and seamless delivery. It comes right to your front door, rolled up, and very easy to set up. One of my favorite things that Helix offers is a 120-night sleep trial to test the mattress out and ensure that you'll love it. Also, Helix mattresses come with a lifetime warranty. Thank you, Helix Sleep, for sponsoring right now. You guys can go to helixsleep.com/donutoperator. If you do that, you can take advantage of their President's Day sale and get 27% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/donutoperator. Before we get into all the craziness, shooting, stabbings, the fun stuff that we like to look at on this channel, I need to show you something that I received in the mail. You're not gonna like it. It smells funny and looks hideous. You may remember a story that I talked about a couple of months ago where a teddy bear believed to be wrapped in human skin was found at a Victorville gas station. California. A disturbing discovery at a Victorville gas station Sunday afternoon has prompted a coroner investigation after a teddy bear, reportedly wrapped in material resembling human skin, was found near the store's entrance. That's right, a flesh bear. Witnesses described the bear as having a face-like piece sewn onto its head, along with what appeared to be skin-like material stitched across its body. A coroner investigator responded and collected the item for further examination. You probably already could have guessed that it wasn't real. The cops in California actually arrested a guy over the fake flesh bear. Out of all the arrests that could be made in the shithole that is California, they arrested a guy for it. A dude named Hector Villanueva, 23 years old, was booked on suspicion of causing a needless emergency response and planting phony evidence. Really, California? Really? Anyways, I bought one. Check this guy out. Oh, it's fucking hideous. I'm gonna put this guy in John's school lunchbox and not tell him. Moving on, let's talk about a story that's been going crazy online lately. Chances are, if you're here watching me, you've probably seen a little bit of this incident. January 21st, 2025, San Jose, California. Before we get into the footage, let me tell you a little bit about what led up to it. What had happened was, earlier that afternoon, police were responding to a carjacking at a car dealership. A suspect walked into the car dealership, pointed a firearm at employees, stole one of their vehicles, and fled before police could even get there. Using one of their super duper choppers, the police officers were able to track the stolen vehicle. It moved across multiple jurisdictions, which means there's multiple police officers involved in this chase now.
Got him.
During the time dude was fleeing from police, he was involved in a couple of more felonies. He carjacked some people and fled from police even more. Our boy is racking up the wanted stars. And I got a flesh bear before GTA 6. After re-entering San Jose at a very high rate of speed, the suspect crashed his vehicle. And that crash is where the helicopter footage picks up. We see the suspect outside of his vehicle standing in an active roadway with cars all around him. At first glance, it appears that the guy may be trying to carjack another vehicle. But before that fully develops, everything changes.
1182 Notre Dame, but he's still, nope, he's got a foot bail bailing. He's going to be, try tried to 215 another vehicle.
Patrol car comes flying down the highway, narrowly missing the suspect. The suspect reacts instantly, sprinting back to his own vehicle for cover. From behind the carjacked vehicle, the suspect pulls his firearm and starts putting shots into the officer's patrol car. At this point, deadly force isn't even a question. Let's fucking kill this guy. You got an armed suspect actively firing at a police officer with people all around him. Yeah, dude needs to get put down. The officer returns fire from inside of his patrol car. And now we have an open gunfight in the middle of a public street with civilians freaking everywhere.
San Jose's, you're gonna be unit 1196 with them right now. Shots fired, shots fired.
The officer exits his patrol vehicle to avoid being pinned down inside there. Remember, we call the patrol vehicle the tomb in shootouts, and tries to reposition. At this moment, though, while the officer is trying to reposition, the suspect makes a pretty aggressive move.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Without warning, the suspect, still popping off rounds, runs at the police officer. The suspect is now shooting at the officer from only a couple feet away. Like shit your pants range.
Code refill, code refill.
The officer fires back through his own patrol car, again forcing the suspect to run around to the passenger side of it. The suspect continues to move around the police car, still firing at the officer while the officer is firing at him. There is another angle with cell phone footage that shows just how freaking intense this situation was. They are close enough to see each other's facial expressions at this point. The officer tries to move around to flank the suspect, while the suspect is trying to move around and flank the officer. They're just running circles around the patrol car at this point. The suspect, seeing an opportunity to possibly steal yet another car that day, seems like he's gonna get into the patrol car and take off, but then he abandons it and takes off down the street. The decision to flee from the patrol car ends up being critical, in a good way. As the suspect runs, he attempts to steal yet another car that's parked in the road. Bro is racking up those felonies. At around this time, the suspect gets shot by what looks like a couple of officers, and then another patrol car enters the scene at a high rate of speed.
He's out of the patrol car now. He's gonna be running, he's trying to carjack another vehicle. Oh! Shots fired, shots fired. One of your officers,
The second patrol car recreates a classic on this channel, man versus car, and completely flattens this guy. Despite being shot several times, the suspect is still trying to steal that patrol car's catalytic converter while it's moving. The impact, let's say, is severe. You can see it from yet more cell phone footage. Even after being shot and hit by a car, the suspect is still moving around. And what do we say about the threat if the threat is still a threat? Well, you put more holes in the threat. Officers respond immediately and fire even more rounds at the guy. At this point, he finally stops moving. Officers move in, secure the weapon, start rendering emergency first aid as the ambu pulls up. Somehow, this guy ended up dying. 4 dozen bullets and the bumper of a patrol car might do that to you. The sergeant, who was feet away from this fucking psycho having a gun battle, ends up being shot in the head. Fortunately, though, it was a grazing wound. He went to the hospital and ended up being released. 9mm ring around the rosy was not something that I had on my bingo card, yet it happened already in 2026. Good luck with your recovery, officer. Let's talk about our next story. A federal jury has just acquitted a guy accused of putting cash bounty on the life of a federal law enforcement officer. Man found not guilty in murder plot of Border Patrol leader Greg Bovino. And yes, that sentence means exactly what it sounds like. According to prosecutors, the suspect used Snapchat to circulate messages offering money for the killing of a federal agent during a period of heightened enforcement activity. By heightened enforcement activity, I mean there were a bunch of dipshits in Minnesota in the ice and snow, not at their jobs, some of them even taking babies with them. Anyways, homeboy didn't put out a vague rant, not a, I don't like this guy, not a, fuck guys. He put out an actual dollar amount. So the case went to federal court. You can't exactly be putting bounties on federal officers. After a short trial and a few hours of deliberation, they returned a verdict of not guilty. The defense's argument was, I was just talk, just repeating social media chatter. No real plan, no follow through. The one detail that kept coming up was the suspect's bank account only had $20 in it.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
That was enough to introduce reasonable doubt. I guess if you're broke, you can call for the death of government officials. So pretty much everyone at these protests. I mean, me, if I said something like that on Twitter, I'd be buried under the jail. And time for our final story, where you're going to learn what height over bore is. This story comes out of Alliance, Ohio. As you all know, Alliance is gay and horde is better, but this comes out of Alliance, Ohio. Officers are responding to a domestic violence at an upstairs apartment. Dispatch advises police officers that a man is holding a woman hostage with a knife pressed to her throat. Officers are also aware that the suspect has a history of violence with the person whose throat he is holding a knife to. Sounds like a classic criminal domestic violence case with a little thing we like to call the cycle of violence. Flesh bear. Wait, that's not the story we're talking about. This is the cycle of abuse. I think it says cycle of violence, but it's a cycle of abuse. Number 1, tensions build. Number 2, the incident happens. It can be physical, verbal, psychological, or sexual abuse. Number 3, reconciliation. The abuser makes excuses or attempts to apologize for the incident. Number 4, calm, also known as the honeymoon period. Things seem peaceful, maybe even better than before. And then we go right back to tensions build. So the call that we're talking about today is immediately treated as a high risk, life-threatening call. Knives and throats, yeah.
He's got the knife to her throat. He's retreating in the house. I'm gonna kick in the back door.
And that's because as he looks through the back entryway, he can clearly see the suspect inside doing exactly what dispatch has said. He's holding a knife to the female victim's head, and he's actively retreating deeper into the apartment. This is not good. Legally and tactically, this is one of the clearest deadly force scenarios you can have. An armed suspect actively threatening someone else's life. So the officer has to force his way in. The footage cuts a little bit. Now the officers are inside of the residence. We see a brief window of attempted negotiation. Could have told you that probably wasn't gonna work. Officers are giving commands, trying to de-escalate as much as possible. You know, just trying to get the dude to let go of the woman. Let's all chill. Let's no one get shot. No one get stabbed. It's a good day.
Right behind you, Lee. Yep. Come out with your hands up, or we are coming in after you. We cannot leave, but we need you to walk out. Come on in. Then come out with your hands up. Then come out with your hands up.
Get the hell again. I don't want
Wait, you need to put the knife down and come out with your hands up now. You do not want us to come in the house.
Let's take this door. Let's get it.
The situation does not improve. If anything, it gets worse. The next angle is from another body camera. 2 officers are positioned outside of the bedroom door. One officer begins forcing the door open. The second officer, the one whose body camera footage we're going to be looking through, he's holding security covering the doorway.
Come to the door and unlock it. Your last chance.
I have less.
Here you go.
No. I can't open it. I'm giving her the key. Man, I am opening the door. Can I open it? Can we open it?
The door finally gives and the officer starts trying to clear the room from the doorway. He's being slow and deliberate, but then we see this.
Can we open it?
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
I said I'm...
All right, get her. Shots fired. Shots fired. 46, code 18. Shots fired, code 18.
All right, stand up, come on out.
As soon as the suspect comes into view, it's unmistakable what you're seeing. Suspect is still standing behind the woman, still with the knife to her throat. Yep, she's being used as a human shield. The officer fires, the suspect is struck and falls to the floor. Looks like that hit his T-box. The T-box being right here. Behind the T-box is the instant off button. Needless to say, the woman is free and safe now. So what is height over bore? Here's a little diagram of exactly what that means. In the simplest of terms, if you're really close to a target, you gotta aim a little high. It's one of those incidents where there's really no gray area, just gray matter. on the wall behind the suspect. Woman's okay. She's treated for some minor cuts to her neck. The guy, well, his brain made wall pizza, so I don't think he's alive. And that's gonna wrap it up for today. If you want to help support the channel, go on over to donutoperator.com. Watch me stream at twitch.tv/donutoperator or kick.com/donutoperator. Subscribe to my second channel here on YouTube, Donut Operator TV. Subscribe to pepperbox.tv to see all my videos uncensored and exclusives from me and all my friends. Follow me on every social media platform, and until next time, please have a fantastic day.